I know one thing, boy. Man, I'm gonna get married. That woman better make sure she watch her button. All right, Romans chapter 15, verse 4, 1 Corinthians. Yeah. Palming them, adding up them stripes. Palming them already at 10. How many of y'all believe Palming them laughed at Boston when he was up there? How many of y'all are Harvey Hood? Yeah, I think we all got the same mind. We all believe they did it. Gave him 2 more checks. All right, we're going to look at Romans chapter 15, verse 4, 1 Corinthians 15 and 1. We talk about plan and patterns. That's what we look for, patterns. You know, even when you do, if you look at how they'll study, amazingly, how they'll study aquatic animals, they'll basically look for wave frequency in their communication. And with those frequencies, they look for breaks or just continuous sounds to try to figure out their communication. That's what they'll do. They'll put sonar in the water where you can pick up and you can hear those sounds, those vibrations, and they look for breaks, and then they watch behavior, and they try to pattern the behavior with the sounds, with the continuous sound, with the breaks, to try to figure out their communication in their relationship. That's what he's doing with us. He's sending out, he has a sonar where he sends out sounds and vibrations where we can try to pick up communication. And what it does by that, we can see what's our relationship with him. That is, they'll tell you, they'll watch, and when they watch killer whales, they'll travel in pods. It's amazing. They put them in pods. That's what they do with whales. They put RE lions, they'll put them in prides. They'll put hyenas in clans. You know, we have clans. Yeah, it's a clan. They'll call the other people the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah. We're a clan too. That's right. That's right. Isn't that right? It is. It's amazing. We're a clan. That's right. That's a lot of stuff people look at. They don't put every one of these animals in the same relationship because they watch the way they communicate and they watch their relationship, and they can see how to more or less, how to signify, or how to, what's the word I'm looking for? Classify a pride. You know, as a person got pride, you can look at Ari, the male, how he looks and his stature and what he'll do in order for the continuation. You can look at how protected even the whales are in their pods and how they travel and how they hunt, how skilled they are, how they work. People do in prison, you'll watch different pods. Sometimes pods are battle pods for domination or clans, and you'll see ranking, how they'll rank, and you can see the ranking and the skill. You can tell the hierarchy in the clan because the other ones will come and greet, and you know what they'll do? They'll shakar. Shakar is how they'll prostrate themselves. They'll bow themselves for them. And they'll get down to the lower end. The females will have, you'll look like the dangling, it'll look like the male. They call it a mock penis. It's not actual penis. How many of y'all not familiar with what I'm talking about? We're talking about hyenas. You'll see them. When the Mizraim seen them, the Mizraim actually thought they were hermaphrodites. That's why the terminology more or less come from. It comes from the Mizraim, who they call Egyptians, because they saw them with the dangling, and they thought that it was a marked penis. Well, they didn't know it was a mark. They thought it was a penis. They thought that the hyena had the ability to transform from male to female, hermaphrodite. I know that's not important, y'all. Don't worry about it. You got to know a little something. See, in my profession, you got to know a little something about everything. Yeah. I got to know a little something about everything. Ain't too much I don't know. You build a whole world what I know. You build one what I don't know. If I was you, I wouldn't go in it. That's right. If I was you, I wouldn't go in that one. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. That's just being honest. So we're starting to look at patterns and how people work in prides and clans and pods. All this is important for us. All right? Well, let's see what happened. This is Romans 15:4. Other one got me 1 Corinthians 15:1. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
See that? Whatsoever things are written aforetime was written for our learning. For what reason?
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That's what we need. See, you won't find more hopeless people than us. That's why we on crack. I was thinking about today. It ain't impossible either. I'm looking at I got some travel plans coming up I want to do, and I'm hoping to put it together. I can see this thing for us. I can see things turning for us. It's not impossible. It's really a lot easier than what we're thinking. There are a lot of our people and people of our color. Y'all got of our color that had the same mindset of breaking the oppression. We need to rule. We need to rule our own people. I won't give up now. I won't let that go. I will not settle for they rule over us. We need to break away from this rule. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. That's always going to work for us now. Every pride is separate. Every clan is separate. Every part, they run their own part. I'm telling you, everybody's separate. Yeah, we got to have it. We can exist together. I'm not for the wiping out or killing the other race. I'm just for the non-extinction of our race. We are an extinct race simply because of the people that rule over us. They're controlling the food, they're controlling the medicine, they're controlling the education, they're controlling the prison system, they're controlling economics. I can't win like that. I can't grow like that. It's too much shade. You know, some plants don't do well in shade in some forms of grass. Sometimes you got grass and you have a tree. You say, in this area, I'm noticing my grass is not growing. Sometimes you got to look at what's shaded over because it'll block it from growing. White man blocked me from growing. All I'm saying, I see too many bald spots in my race.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Even when how they tell you the follicles and how they get blocked.
Yeah.
And how you got to massage. And we've lost a lot of stuff. They took that away from us. And you know how they done that? They've taken away the care of how we had a relationship with our kids too. Oh yeah. We don't have no time for no affection with one another or our kids. And your hair fall out. And you know what happened? Your family fall out. Men, we're not as affectionate affectionate. We're infectious. But we are not as affectionate as we should be, simply because they're taking us away from it. Think about it. They'll tell you when a man starts to lose his hair, a lot of times it's the circulation. And what you have to start doing is got to do a massaging. Right. Well, we got to have that same thing, and that in relationship will help the hair to grow because the follicles will start to clog up. Right. And that's what they did to our family. And I'm bringing in the double ring plumber. They got liquid plumber, unclog those pipes. So I'm trying to unclog our logs. So we got a lot of deficiency, and it comes in because of who we've been dealing with. Y'all just don't know it. I'm being honest with you. Sex is just not the affection we got to have with one another. Yeah. That's what we confuse regular sex. Listen, there's an emotional part that children need, that a man needs, that a woman needs, and they know we've lacked that. They've taken that from us. You made us so hard and so stiff, and you made us to where we were so vulnerable that we built us such a wall that wall has come in, instead of being a protection to it, it done hurt us with our own family. Yeah, that's right. Come on, man. I just being honest. They done a lot of damage to her. Nobody had actually sat down and diagnosed the so-called Negro correctly. No. You gotta be real familiar with our situation, and you gotta be outside the system to say. Yeah. I told you, listen, you can't let these people sit around and keep diagnosing. They can't properly diagnose themselves. That's right. I'm for the breakaway. I'm for the rebuild. Y'all hear? That's what it's got to be. It's got to be a rebuild. It got to be a real establishment. We ain't got it. They got us in, and what's dangerous to show you that it's a form of medicine that they still practice on you, Leon. You know what we out here every day trying to do and compete in? The rat race. Yeah. I'm a man. Why would I be on a rat race? Right. Why would I ever associate my gathering or my building and my welfare to a rat? Because this is what they use to practice medicine on. And you don't realize, and these folks in Christian churches will tell you, Certain things you say, man, I'm broken. I'm so broke, it's a joke. Why you don't say that? Word, it'll do it. But yet I'm in a rat race. And the man practices and experiments medicine on animals, on rats and mice, on gerbils and monkeys. And he give it to me and I'm in a rat race.
Right.
Huh? Then you around here and you ain't gonna believe it, cutting the monkey food.
Yeah.
I ain't win. I can't win with this man. He's killing me in verbiage. He's killing me in creation. He's killing me everywhere. And then I'm sitting down and they give me this book that he sat here and he fed them up. And then the people he give me can't even properly teach it. Because they're a part of the system that demonizes me. He give me these wounded creatures. Somebody who got more problem than I got to teach me. You got a problem with having sex with kids. You don't need to be trying to teach me nothing.
That's right.
Pedophilia.
That's right.
Greek behavior.
Yep. That's right.
All that stuff Greek. You know they come out now about George Bush 1 after his death. How many of y'all had heard about it? Oh, they'll come out now. They wait till he died. He banging them little boy to death when he was alive. Oh yeah. See, they can save that until he died. That way his name stay clean. George Bush 1, yeah, he had kept them little boys on him. Why wouldn't he keep them? That's what they all do. But they'll demonize her and this man will still go down in infamy. This man still be regarded one of the greats. The people nothing but liars, vagabonds, child molesters, adulterers. And this is what they put up in front of us to lead us and teach us. And you get your kids to try to aspire to be one of them. And they wind up expiring. We got to kill this stuff out. So we got to go back to something that works for us. Y'all got it? We got to go back to something that works for us. Their system don't work for us. That's why we wind up in their prison system. It's not designed for us. Prison is designed for the rebellious. So he makes laws to make you criminal. And the same laws he makes are the laws he himself breaks. And he judges himself and arrests himself. You know what I do right now? Make a law. Anybody get this pen, touch this pen, should be killed. That is the law. Now, what I'm trying to get you guys to catch on to and realize, hold on for a minute. Did I touch the pen? What I'm finna do right now, I'm finna arrest myself. Then I'm gonna judge myself. And then I'm gonna give myself something. Then somebody gonna come along and I stepped on your foot, son. Pardon me. No, sir, you pardon me. How am I gonna win?
Can't win.
How am I gonna win when I'm the criminal, I'm the person gonna arrest myself, I'm the person gonna judge myself, then I'm gonna ask you to pardon me. You step on somebody's shoe or bump into somebody, you ask to be pardoned. These crackers go to jail and say, pardon me. Your pardon ain't really got nothing to it. White men play you all the time.
All the time.
Why don't you go to court and tell the judge, pardon me? Because you don't know the lingo. See, these young people, let me tell you something. Stuff I try to teach these young people, you know when you're going to find a lot of this stuff out going to be real critical for you? When you get caught in their system. Why these people wrap you up in their system and you realize how little you don't know until these people incarcerate you and put you somewhere away where your whole life is messed up, even worse when you out than you were in, you'll see it. You'll see it. Once they get you on paper and you reporting, it's too easy to get you. Too many technicalities to get you on. To miss an appointment, anything help. Stick you with a ticket, anything can help. Get you to where they say you can't have, listen, you can't be around anybody that's a felon. I'm somewhere, I don't ask everybody about their criminal record. She'll be a felon, I'll get caught around her. I already just violated part of my condition. Tickets can be your condition. Some people get them where they got conditions where you can't, listen, you can't even be anywhere where the police been called. How can I win? Police everywhere. So the system is set up for you to fall.
That's right. That's right.
The system set up for you to fall. There is no system that actually rehabilitates our people.
No. No.
Rehabilitate for them is to get you back in the system. That's why we look at Yahushua Yahuwah's salvation as a true deliverer. You got to see him that way. Huh? We got to see him that way. Y'all all right? The system don't work for us. I don't know how to deal. I don't know where y'all at today. I don't know. We do know what sort of things are written for a time, written for our learning. We through patient comfort of scripture might have. Oh, 1 Corinthians 15:1. I just look at this. For whatever reason, I put it up there, then we'll move on. Cause I can take them somewhere. I'm thinking me and my boss, we communicate, take them somewhere. I don't know where they at. Where y'all at? But you know, the sad part is we can talk about this. The average so-called church and so-called mob, they're not talking about people about no real information. I'm talking about really predicated on us controlling. And it's got to start on numbers where you start putting people in position. That's how it's got to start. We got to put people in actual position. We can talk about it. Let's start saying, let's put you in business. Let's put you in business. So now we start getting business, we start getting income. With that income, we'll take that income and we'll buy and we'll build and we'll take and we'll separate from these people. The Jewish people can come here in America and break off from Russia and Germany, go and steal Yasharal, and they can still be recognized as a people. And anywhere else they go, they get their own communities. In America, make stores bow down and worship them. You know why they can do that? Because of economics. I've been telling our people on the two ways for us to get anything we got to have, violence and economics. Don't ever let anybody talk you out of violence. You can't take a country just through money. You take a country through violence.
That's right. That's right.
You change governments through violence and economics.
That's right.
When these people went for office, you know the first thing they started doing? Raising money.
That's right.
Because you're going to change things, you got to have money and you got to have power.
Yep.
Don't let nobody fool you now. Don't let nobody fool you. You got to have it. Our people have to have their own military.
Yeah.
You can't build people without them. You can't use this military. You can't do that. Listen, you can't come to my family reunion and fight me with my cousins. My cousins going to help me beat you up.
Yeah.
If you're going to come to my family, you're going to fight me, you're going to bring your own cousins. Now, you can't be no people with your own money. You ain't got no military because you don't have no protect. You have to be able to state why you can protect yourself. You got to be able to show why you can defend yourself. Then people recognize, then you get a seat at the table. Huh? How you think everybody that said the United Nations can defend themselves and they can pay for themselves? That's how you get a seat at the table. You know what Yahushua going to do when he come back here? He got a table too. And only a certain amount of people are going to be able to sit at that table. Are y'all all right? Come on, get it. 1 Corinthians 15:1. Man, we all over the place. I don't know what's going on. Listen to the book.
Moreover, Akim,
Akim,
I declare unto you,
which is the Abari word for brethren. Akim. Listen.
I declare unto you the debar which I preached unto you,
Listen.
which also ye have received,
And
wherein ye stand.
By which
Also ye are saved,
if
ye keep in memory
what
I have preached unto you,
unless
ye have Ammon in vain.
unless you have believed in vain, among in vain. What did you do?
For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received,
Yeah.
how that Mashiach died for our kata,
How?
according to the scriptures.
See that? That's what he looked at. So if I'm going to look at being saved, Shaul is somebody keeping the memory. What I'm going to look at for memory? Zakar. Zakar. I'm going to have to be reminded. That's what Zakar. I got to remember. That's what Zakar Yah means. Yah has remembered. Now, if he's remembered, what do I have to do? Huh? I have to. He remembered to save us. Then I got to remember to be saved. He said, Zakar works on both ends. Yah has remembered. When they sat in Mizraim for 430 years, they thought that Yahuwah had forgotten. Yes, Yahoo told us, what did he tell us, the 49th chapter or so, he told us that they may forget. He said, but I won't forget. He let us know he wouldn't forget us.
That's right.
Which means that what? Zakar Yah. Yah has remembered.
That's
and
right.
he told us that we were engraven upon the palm of his hand.
That's right.
I say that to say there has to be a constant. That's why I keep talking y'all about formulating our own government, formulating our own education system, formulating our own welfare, formulating our own corporations, formulating our own medication. All these things got to be done. It's got to be done. Listen, don't even think about being a people. Like the stuff people talking about being a people, they talking about Black Wall Street. That junk ain't nothing. I don't even have conversations about Black Wall Street. I don't have time for what Black Wall Street got torn down because they didn't have a military, they didn't have a government. Stop thinking stupid. Man, you know we need another Black Wall Street. What happened to the first one, Leon? Man, they tore it up. Well, we don't need another one now. I don't need nothing else to get tore up.
That's right. That's right.
I don't need nothing else that's going to get torn up or torn down. Whatever I'm putting up, I'm looking for it to stand.
Yes, sir. That's right.
See, but they had the ignorant. I ain't gonna. Go raise your hand. How many of y'all done say y'all we need another Black Wall Street? Don't lie now. You trying to get in? You don't raise the hand. I know you put them down. I don't even want to know you. Because you say stuff for failure. It failed. It didn't have a government. It didn't have a military. What you think gonna happen? Listen. Do y'all understand what the whole fact about the Iraqi war was? What about the oil? They wanted to invade Kuwait. He wanted to take Kuwait. Kuwait couldn't defend itself. Kuwait got wealth. Kuwait got oil. It couldn't defend itself. See, when you can't defend yourself, you open for anybody to come in and take you.
That's right.
That's the problem.
Yep.
That's what your war was about. They wanted to go in. He wanted to take it.
Yep.
He was right. He should have took it. It's their area. Let them have it. Who cares?
Right.
It's their stuff.
That's right.
They walk in, they look, they know we don't want you to take it. So they had the income to where they could afford for a military to come in. You either got to have one or have the money or the funds where you can get one. Right. Most folks don't know why they don't think that you, I'm sorry, did they actually think the U.S. went for free?
Nope.
Kuwait offered to pay every soldier that they sent over there in gold. How many of y'all didn't know that? I don't know why. Kuwait offered to pay every soldier they put over there, and they were going to pay that in gold. How many of y'all know about that, what I just said? I ain't even watched the movie. He said he made a movie about it. I ain't even watched it. Maybe it came on Shabbat. I was working. Now that's what I'm just saying. But that's stuff you need to know. So in order for you to solidify your existence, there are some things you're going to need. Y'all don't really want to do that though. See, I'm trying to tell you how to solidify your existence because you already been defined by people that don't like you. And they know just like anybody tell you and Christian tell you words got power. And all the words that's about you or against you, it don't empower you. Huh? Man, listen. You ever heard people sit around sometime, you keep talking to people, you keep talking to people, you keep telling people, you know what they say you're doing? Man, you wasting your breath. You wasting your breath. How you get breath? Huh? How in the world I'm wasting my breath? What am I using? Air? How am I formulating this air? Through verbiage. Huh? That's how I'm doing it, through verbiage. I'm not just saying, it's through what I'm saying. See, y'all don't know a lot of stuff. And so I stopped posting a lot of stuff, so don't ask me for it to go public. But I try to tell y'all stuff, try to help y'all out. See, you have to look at how other people have copied and watched you. Okay? Pick me up, Barashit. They call it Genesis. One 26. Then Barashit 2 and 6. Let's see if it makes sense. And then we go ahead and roll that out just in case. We'll just put it just in case. Wonderful Husha. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Are they getting that set up? They can read Barashit, in the beginning, Rashit, beginning, Ba, the be, Beth, in the beginning, 126. They call it Genesis, a Greek connotation. Greeks weren't even discovered, weren't even found.
That's right.
Non-existent.
That's right.
How Greek? I got folks try to tell me they've gone now. Brandon, one of them anyway. They try to tell how bad you need the Greek. I don't need the Greek to solidify nothing I got.
That's right.
That don't make sense. You wasn't here.
One here.
Anything the Greeks can record and they got, you stole it from me.
Holy. That's right. That's right.
The Greeks learned how to formulate their alphabet from me.
That's right.
That don't even make sense for me to learn from the Greeks.
That's right.
Don't even make sense, but they'll believe that. Because you know what happened? I'm telling you with this studying, you got to be real careful when you study. There's so much information out here.
Right.
It's too easy. And some people get so induced with information before they know it, you'll start crossing lines. And what I never use is knowledge is an excuse to commit sin.
Right. Right.
They think that knowledge is an excuse to commit sin. They do. You ain't got more knowledge than the devil, but he's a sinner.
Yep.
He's a sinner. I don't believe I know more than the devil. I wouldn't even lie to you and tell you that. Ain't that right?
Right.
Man been sinning from the beginning. Man been here.
Been here.
I don't used to me sitting around telling no lies, I know more than the devil, and yet he's a sinner.
Yeah. That's right.
So don't let knowledge fool you. When I tell you about knowledge, I can show behavior.
Right. Right.
I don't have to send no email and I don't have to send no message that nobody try to explain nothing I done done.
That's right.
Wait on it, nigga.
That's right. That's right.
Wait on me to send one. I never had to justify nothing I'm doing.
That's right.
Huh, y'all hear me? That's just bottom line.
Yes, sir.
I look at what the book say. This is Barashit 126. That's going to get me Barashit 2 and 6. Listen to the book.
And Elohim said, let us make Ish in our image.
Y'all see that? Let us
Make Ish in our image.
pay attention. Listen.
After our likeness.
After our likeness. But let's see, I'm curious. Let's look at what the word likeness means. Can we look that up?
Yes, sir.
I ain't stupid. I got an idea what it says. I don't just make sure I say what they come up with. I know what likeness means. I ain't stupid. I just want to see what their definition is. Sometimes we have assumptions about words, and words can have more than one meaning. Or sometimes we don't have a real clear depiction of what a word means. And when you look it up, it gives you a better illustration or a better idea. Resemblance. Model, shape, like. Fashion, manner, similitude. I can go with that. Huh? I can go with that. So let us make man after our resemblance, after our model, after our shape. I will go with manner. I'll go with manner. Let's see why I picked manner. I never looked this stuff up, so for the record, I never looked it up. But I'm curious to find out. We learn together, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So a lot of times you can see stuff. I don't want just everything I tell you, just tell you something. And you say, oh, my Ross, that's the same thing we did with the rev man and preacher. I don't have time for everything to say. Let's look at your Ukanan 5:15. They call it John. Your Ukanan. And I say this to everybody here. I did hear Brandon sent y'all an email. I have not read it, nor do I care to read it, nor am I interested. For the record, for my members, I have no interest in the man or what he does at that point. My whole thing is to let people know he's a predator, like I would do with any, like I said about Eddie Long.
Yeah.
I have not physically seen him touch a child, but I do know the behavior of one, and I know from your verbiage and from your writings. I'm not a fool. I'm very skilled. You get any psychiatrist, I'll send his text messages and let them read it and let them tell you, since you'll believe people with a degree.
Right.
I know when you're picking. I know when you're fishing.
Yeah.
I know you're fishing. And I know you're dangerous.
Yeah.
I didn't find out you were dangerous till you left. I ain't no hypocrite. I wouldn't let them say here, and I know that. I say in these kids, I say harp the little children. I mean that.
Yes, sir.
You let me know about a predator and see if I leave him here. So let's make sure we clear. I don't have to waste a whole lot of time on it. And already I said somebody, I moved on. It's a waste of my time. These people will sit around and justify the man because they're sick.
Yep. Yep.
The whole group that go on, they're sick. That's why I let these people keep going. It's just like the book said, you let them alone, and you cause the blind lead the blind, they too both gonna fall in the ditch. I'm not gonna justify no man. First, he married. I ain't trying to justify no adultery anyway.
That's right.
That's your first problem. Second, you're fishing with somebody you shouldn't even be fishing for in the first place. They're too young for you.
Yep.
But you'll do that because you'll go with somebody that has a smaller intelligence than you have, and you know you can manipulate. I tell you guys why. I watch a man, if you'll pick a woman, you'll pick a child.
Yeah. Yeah.
If my wife would have died, see if I pick a woman or a child. Anyway, y'all go talk to my wife and see if she intellectually intelligent. Don't scare me having no woman with no brain in her head.
That's right. That's right.
You need a child.
Yep.
Because a real woman going to pin you down and show you you're really not a man.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. I know why they fish. Because a real woman, a child, it don't take much. You can get a child a piece of candy. Listen, you can drop, listen, a woman, a 1,000, you give a kid a 5 and blow their mind.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. Make no mistake, I know what you're doing. I see right through these people. Little stuff blow a child, pick them up, run them at dawn, and let them get 2 cheeseburgers and their friend. They think they went somewhere. They bring them a milkshake out the school. They excited. Go pull that junk with a woman. She got to leave you right in that McDonald's line. Say, who you taking here? And she can eat McDonald's. She going to be insulted you take her there.
Yeah.
Eat it every morning for breakfast, but you ain't going to take her there.
Yeah.
Go get Slurpees and everything for QT, but you're not going to take her to get one. She look like, nigga, I'm planning on putting out. You ain't getting me no Slurpee. That's what I'm talking about. And you can't put that stuff with no woman. So make no mistake, I'm well skilled in what I'm doing. Let me tell you something. I know everybody.
Everybody.
Listen, I know everybody. And they know I'm on wise. They know I'm on wise.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? So I don't waste my time on a whole lot of stuff. Y'all excite yourself with it. All they got to do is send an email that exposes me.
Right.
That's all you do. I don't have to read them. Let y'all read it. Send one that exposes me. I think that'll get it.
Yeah.
I ain't even read it. Wasting my time. That'll be time out of my life. I could be doing something else. Y'all seen the video yet? Only one that ever exposed me is one guy, and I got to apologize to the gentleman that I did it to, my brother. For those that don't know, I am accused and I am guilty of I married my brother's wife. My brother has not come forward to testify to it. Only some retard on YouTube. Now, why my brother won't make a tape that I married his wife? Right. You know how stupid you got to be to entertain some retarded stuff? I ain't seen my brother in over 50 years. Where you tuning? That's crazy. Well, one was about 49 years. Where you met him? Tell him I said, hey, where do niggas get this stuff from? Now, if I be lying on the man and I know it don't exist and I done it, I should burn.
Yeah. Now,
if I'm telling the truth and the man say he didn't and he know he lying, he should burn.
That's right. That's right.
That's how I stated, so I be fair with everybody.
Yeah,
that way it be fair with everybody. Isn't that right?
Right.
That way it be fair with everybody.
That's right. That's fair.
I don't believe in lying on Ed Long dead. Ed Long supposed to had relations with 30 boys. I'm not going to get him 50. I don't know. I'm sure he probably have, but they said 30. We'll stick with the 30. Don't put that on nobody extra. You got enough to burn for.
Yep. That's right.
You don't need but one to burn.
That's what. That's what.
I don't believe in that. Go ahead and lie on them anyway they fall. That don't make you no better than them.
Oh.
I don't waste my time with lying on nobody that wrong. You got enough. You going to burn for already.
Yeah.
I dumb retarded ask me around these folks, and these folks mess around, and they know I ain't lying, because they know me.
Yep.
They know I ain't sitting here just putting out my, they know the man will do it, and they'll still say they want their kids around them.
Yep.
Because they're retards.
Retarded.
And they want to be around and be like, what you been doing?
Mm-hmm.
What What you been doing? What they say about you and some kids? What they say?
That's right.
What about some email? What it is, Ray?
That's right.
Hey man, I sleep. He was asleep. He said, what they about that boom room?
That's right.
Man, trying to sleep. That's right. Claude didn't want to hear that. Man, going back to sleep, man. You always mess up somebody's fun. We want to hear about it.
That's right. You want to hear about it.
Yeah, you right here, you trying to get in the boom room. We don't know what you're doing.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a protector of these young people.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Now go ahead and see why I use manna. 5:15, your Ukanon. We want to look at lightly. That's how he said we're going to make them. Listen.
The Ish departed and told the Yahudim that it was Yahusha, which had made him whole.
See that? The Ish told them it was Yahusha that had made them whole. Listen.
And therefore did the Yahudim persecute Yahusha.
See that? They started to persecute him. So what name will you for him now? EU. Why y'all went to EU? Because the name meant persecute. They called it Job. See how important Shems are? Names? Because that name meant something. We were looking for an action at that point. Their names were basically like verbs. Action words. I mean, Leon, count on you. That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's an action word. I'm trying to help Leon. Go ahead. So now, no, we good. So now when you look at this, their names actually solidify a behavior or something coming or something happening. Y'all got it? So this one we looked at, EU was known for being persecuted. Now, was he persecuted because he was a transgressor?
No.
Was he persecuted because he was a liar, an adulterer? These people say they're being persecuted. Ask these people about their actions.
Right. That's right.
They persecuted Yahusha because he healed people. Not because he was a liar or a child molester or a potential child molester. And for the record, I know if you'll practice that stuff for him, I know what you'll pull off in the street.
Yep. That's right.
It's just y'all people out there simple-minded. Y'all will think the best of a person. If you'll try it in here under what we teaching, under what we putting down,
Yeah.
I know you're more dangerous in the street.
Yeah. That's right.
I know all your flights ain't been clean.
Yeah.
Check the flight log.
Yeah.
Y'all ever see that movie, that A Few Good Men?
Yeah.
You know how they finally busted him on that one?
Flight log.
Get the flight log.
That's right.
Go see what he playing laying in that. That's how they got the flight log.
That's right.
A lot of these folks here, I know a lot of y'all live in that goober world. It is a lot of y'all deal with the goober. Y'all come listen. If you ain't done it, don't worry about nothing.
Worry about it. That's right.
How many videos? Y'all know why I don't watch no video these people make about me? Let me tell you, I'm gonna know what I done.
That's right.
That don't even make no common sense. Why am I gonna watch a video about me having a affair with a man? I'm gonna know about it before you gonna know.
Right. That's right.
That's stupid.
That's right.
You see the video? No, you see it stupid? Because I'm gonna know about it before it get out there.
That's right.
Frederick Price son told y'all he stepped down before y'all even got to find out about the adultery.
Yep.
Cause he knew it. He knew he messed up for anybody else. He ain't waited till no video came out.
That's right.
By the time y'all started, folks was speculating when he did. Frederick Price Jr. did. He stepped right on up and stepped down.
That's right. That's right.
See if I step down.
That's right.
Everything I'm stepping up.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
That's
sir.
Put it out there. Listen to the book.
Therefore did the Yahudim persecute Yahusha.
See that? Therefore did the Yahudim persecute Yahusha. Listen.
And sought to slay him
And sought to slay him.
because he had done these things on the Shabbat Yom.
You see what happened? Because he had done these things on the Shabbat Yom. What happened?
But Yahusha answered them,
What did he say?
My Abba worketh hitherto.
He said, my Abba manna.
Worketh hitherto.
I say manna.
Yes, sir.
My Abba worketh hitherto,
And I work.
and I work.
Therefore, the Yahudim sought the more to kill him,
So let's see how they understood likeness. Listen.
because he not only had broken the Shabbat,
But did what?
said also that Elohim was his Abba,
Doing what?
making himself equal with Elohim.
By what? How did he make himself equal to Elohim? By manna. By deed. So now we start looking at the likeness. See, a lot of people start going around talking about people look like, but there should be some characteristics that go along with it. He was able to show by character. They saw what he did, and his verbiage that went along and said, I do the same work. They knew that make you equivalent to. And you ain't going to believe what other word. that make you like him.
That's right.
So we have to examine it because I'm looking at speech. I want to understand verbiage. I don't want to just run over something and I miss something. Because he just said, he didn't say nothing about, look at me, you seen the Abba. He didn't say that. Because then he'd have been using similitude. He said, better yet, I'll show you how what manner I have. By this manner, you'll know. Got it? Just like he told the apostle that they should have, what was it again? What was it? A harp. Who was it? For who? And what was going to happen if they had it? Then, see that? By manner. By the manner of the way they harp each other, that's how people were going to know who they were. So now we're looking at a manner. We're looking at now what's going to put us over into relation, a similitude, or to be like. Let's pick up at Euchanan 14:5, Olive Euchanan 3:1. Olive Euchanan 3:1. That's going to be second. Euchanan 14:5. They call St. John. Listen to the book.
Thomas saith unto him, Adon, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way?
And we'll teach y'all about that. He just brought us something, and I got to get that because he said I got to figure that one out. Y'all hear what he just said? How many of y'all understand that? Don't worry about it. Listen.
Yahushua saith unto him,
What did he say?
I am the way, the Amat, and the Kai.
He just told him he was either the Ruach or the Durak. One way, Durak is like to the way of just a way of traveling. The other one is the way to life, Ruach. Listen.
No Ish cometh unto the Abba.
And he see that's important for. He just told her that he was the Ruach or either the Durak. The Durak was the way they had that were going, you don't believe it, to what they called the Ox of Kai. Only way they're going to make sense for them to tell them that to say he was, then what were we looking to get? We were getting the life. Well, they had an ox in the garden. That was supposed to be the tree of life. And there was a way to go to it. Had to be. If he showed him where every other one was, and he told him what that one was and told him not to eat or do it, he wasn't supposed to go into what? He wasn't supposed to go in that way. Because there's got to be a way to get to it. He said there was a way that seemed right unto a man, but the end thereof, that's how I know it had to be a way to it. Because Marshall Lee told me he was concise. So if he showed him where them trees were, it was a way you had to travel to get to that tree. So now he just came along and told me that he was the Durak. Why was he telling me this? He was telling me this is the way that you're going to have to go in order for you to get to it. See, that's how I look at stuff. Maybe I look at stuff crazy. Maybe I over-dramatize stuff. It had to be a way to get there. Y'all all right? Listen.
No Ish no Ish cometh unto the Abba, but by me.
What happened?
If you had known me, you should have known the Abba also.
See what he said now? If you had known me, but you had knowledge of me, we know knowing is relationship. If you had a relationship with me, then you should have known you should have had a relationship with my Abba as well. Listen.
And from henceforth,
what happened?
Ye know him.
You do what now?
Ye know him.
You do what?
Know him.
And
have seen him.
Listen.
Philip saith unto him, Adon, shew us the Abba.
Do what?
And it sufficed us.
Let us see you work. What did he ask?
Shew us the Abba.
What? Let us see your manner. What did he say?
And it sufficed us.
And we'll be satisfied. What did he tell him?
Yahushua saith unto him,
what did he say?
Have I been so long time with you?
Fill up the 2 pots and fill them to the brim. What did he say?
Have I been so long time with you?
He said, let that lady crawl over here and touch the hem of my garment. Listen.
And yet hast thou not known me, Philip, he that hath seen me.
You said you take the last lunch?
He that has seen me,
had done what?
seen the Abba.
Similitude. Now I just showed you manner similitude. That's what I do. Olive, Euchanan. 1 John, they call it. 3 and 1. Olive, Euchanan. 1 John, they call it 3 and 1. Listen to the book.
Behold,
What?
manner of Ahab.
See that? We're talking about manner before. What manner? What type? What display of affection? What happened?
The Abba
That did what?
bestowed upon us,
That we should do what?
be called the Benim of Elohim.
Yeah. Same conversation, same speech. You ain't gonna believe it. Adon would have had. Adon was called a Ben Elohim. He was called a Ben Elohim. What manner? So now you look at what work, what affectionate work was done that this should happen, that we should be called. See, he declared this in the beginning, at the end. Euchanan is declaring these in his letter that what he declared here, they're questioning. That there was an effect, there was an affection that went with it. There's an affection that goes with when you call somebody your son or your daughters. They were looking at that. What type of love, what type of emotion is this that we should be called? They're questioning. How did this con fall upon us? That's why we look at him being Yehukanan. Yahuwah is gracious. Because how did we get this emotion? What sparked, what caused this display of emotion that we were titled the Beni of Elohim? Therefore,
The Arats knoweth us not,
because,
it knew him not.
see, when he came in here, the book tried to tell you. When he said, let that be our or, we didn't learn later that Yehukanan told her that they didn't comprehend it. Had never seen a or. That's why white people got a whole bunch, they got a big problem with your existence. You ain't never seen an or before, huh? They never seen it. They never seen a or shine in darkness. See, where they mess up at, they don't realize it's on the inside. I can prove what I'm saying. What he declared in Barashit 1 and about 3, when he said, let there be a or, and he told you, Yehukanan testified in his writing, in Yehukanan 1 and 1, he said, shine in Kashab.
That's right.
That's what I prove. 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. See, everybody ain't gonna get this now. Matter of fact, make it 4 and 1. How you gonna be 4 and 4 if you ain't never been 1? Second Corinthians 4 and 1. Listen to the book.
Therefore, seeing we have this ministry,
As
we have received Rakam,
tell them what
we
happened.
faint not.
Don't see they pick up anything. Y'all heard he just told y'all? What y'all picked up? Don't worry about it. It's too early anyway. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received Rakam,
We faint not,
mercy is Rakam, not,
but have renounced the hidden things of
see
dishonesty,
that? But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, like what?
not walking in craftiness,
Nor,
handling the debar of Elohim deceitfully,
but
by the manifestation of the Amat,
commending ourselves.
to every each conscience in the sight of Elohim.
Well, one thing you should have caught, the first thing he told y'all about, he got the ministry. You ain't gonna believe when he got it. Who know when he got it?
In darkness.
No. When he tell y'all, what he told y'all he did?
See,
He did what? He sinned? No, what else he told us he did? After he told y'all he had the ministry, what he told y'all he did?
faint not, receive Rakam.
He told y'all he renounced. Renounce meaning resign or quit. He should have told y'all that first, but you would have missed something. First thing he jumped up, he got the ministry last. But the reason you need to know that because our book he declares the end at the beginning. The first thing he told y'all, I'm just listening. See, this is what we got to do. This is what we got to do. We'll listen for things that coordinate together. Got it? We talk. pattern, sound wave. Listen, drop your sonar down. Drop it down lower and start listening, and you can hear the sounds. Look for breaks. Listen for long, consistent patterns. That's how we learn how to communicate. First thing the man jumped up and told y'all, English right, he should have told y'all, I stopped drinking, stopped lying, stopped smoking, and then I got the ministry. If I wrote that in school, a teacher would have got that and said, son, that's not how you don't do that. First of all, you hadn't even bodied this correctly. You want to give a person a beginning, then you want to body, then you want to finish that at the end. You done jumped up and you done did this now. It don't make sense. I don't know what the people doing. If you pay attention to what he did went to the wedding, he turned the Ma'im into what was it? When he told him to bear it out and take it to the governor, you ain't gonna believe what happened. He told when they gathered and they drank, they want to know how is it. Every man at the beginning set for his best, then that which is what? Worse. He said, but you say the best? That's what he loves to do. What he telling right here, in the beginning, he said, this is the last. This is the best thing you got going. See, what Yehukanan telling us about, he told us already about that in the beginning, that at the end, that he was going to make us the Bnei Elohim. He didn't talk about making no one man, he talked about making plural. I don't know what these people doing. He had to be talking plural. Even though he said, let us make each. He said, and let them. That's not singular at that point. You just made that plural. So you were intending to make more than one.
Right. Right.
This standard English, am I correct?
Yeah.
Let us make man, singular each. Let them. How you come up with them from him? So you were already planning to make more than one.
Right.
We declared that in the beginning, and that was the end. He said the best for last.
Yeah.
See, now listen, I just talked to y'all about sonar, wave patterns. Break, they just, ooh, they start examining wave. Because if sometimes you listen, the patterns are a little different. To the untrained ear, they hear, ooh, ooh, ooh. But when you got a sonar detect, in there it's a little, just a little. And you start watching, do they shift position? You say when they make that sound is when they turn. When they make that sound is when they come together. When they make this sound is when they start to hunt. And you start watching patterns. You don't get take for you don't get this in one day. You constantly studying. This is study they do over a course of years. Because you constantly trying to see the difference. And you start to keep watching where everything seems to stay the same. You know we did that? When it came down to him. Everything he did, we start watching. If people that were trained, we were watching for wavelengths. We were watching for sound, for patterns, for break. When things were consistently long, all that we were listening for. You know what they declared when they came up to him? They started comparing everything like a garment. How a vest shoe, how he was going to fold them up. But you know they realized with him? He remained the same. He was consistent through it all. He said all this stuff. He said you're going to fold this stuff up like a garment, like a vest shoe. You take it, you just get it, fold that other thing, put it up. He said, that's how I do. He said, but you know what? You never changed. You never changed. There has always been a consistent way that you've been the same. I keep telling you, listen, my job, science, history, math, I got to know about everything. You got to know all about this stuff. Geography. You got to know all this stuff. You got to know about animals. You got to know everything. Because it all patterns out when you watch it. It patterns out for us. Y'all got it? Come on, finish up what you got.
But if our debar be hid,
Pay attention.
it is hid to them that are lost,
See what happened? Listen.
in whom the Elohim of this Araz
Did what?
hath blinded the minds of them.
What do we associate with blindness? Kashab. Kashab. See where it's at? It's in your mind. Who else told us about when did Cup tell us about a similar blindness like this? The law? When he told you about the law? The veil. See, these are important for them. People that were Torah keepers, that's instruction. Law. That's all law is, instruction. A stop sign say, what does a stop sign mean? Stop. Stop. They can show the importance of it because something is beyond this that can wind up physically hurting you or damage you, or you could do the same to the other. Stop. So you have to learn all these different things about signs because they affect you. They got to start to get into your pattern of behavior. These are laws. So all they're doing is instruct you. When you get here, it don't come out and say, it don't do that, baby. That's my, going on. Bam, boom, boom. That was a law there, though. That's an instruction. That's it. It's an instruction. Then you know what you can go from that. You can take it from the sign. You see a kid, you still just start moving. Just start moving. Stop. I ain't even using no sign. Just gave it along. See, I transferred it from that and I can use it right here with me and him. Just told him to stop. He knew stop meant whatever he's doing, don't do it no more. Got it? That's Torah. Now, what Shaul, who they call Paul, found, he said that was a veil upon their hearts, on their law, when doing what? There's a lot of stuff you'll miss when you can't see. You know, they pull people driver's license when they have vision problem. One part is that when you go get your, they make you looking at, because if you got a problem with vision, you got a problem with signs. And you know how Elohim bear witness? Now, you know I'm going to mess up by it. Now when Elohim bear them witness both with what? First thing, with what? Signs. You don't see the signs? Oh, blind Abraham. Look up and see the kukabin. If you can count them, I'm blind, joker. I can't do nothing with this. Because you need to see signs. It's all about signs for us. Just like driving on the street, it's about signs. Signs also give direction. That's what we look for. Halal. Halal means direction. When they ask for halal, they were asking. Now, the Muslims have taken Muslim, we call them Muslim or what they want to call themselves. Whatever. But that's what we would ask for halal. Their word means sanctioned for eating. That's what food. When you find a Muslim, how many of y'all sell their food? It's called halal food. That means their food sanctioned for eating. They have laws, and when you see halal on it, that means it's sanctioned. That means it's good for them. They can eat it. That's all halal means for them. It's sanctioned for eating. For us, halal means direction. Where we need to go. That's what we found when we came out. Mizraim, he sent us out by a pillar of by night. So what was that? That was halal. That's how we knew how to move. We had the pillar fight, then we had the yaret, which they call the moon. Then you got on gold and silver, which are metals that actually can shine, and they'll shine in darkness. So now we just learned how darkness can shine in Kasab. Come on. I got a pillar fire sitting here. I got on gold and precious metals. And I'm sitting here and light hitting me, and I'm darkness. Listen what he just told him. Listen what happened. Because you ain't going to believe what he wound up doing to him later. Why this was being important. What did he do to him? He stripped them. He stripped them from the gold. He stripped them from it. He stripped them from the gold. He stripped it off of them. He was angry with them and he took it from them. Separated himself from them so he could decide what he going to do with them. Listen what happened. Because that hurt us. Listen.
In whom the Elohim of the Sarat
had did what?
blinded the minds of them.
Which do what?
Among not.
I'm not working in blindness. Tell them what happened.
Lest the Aura.
See that? Lest Aura.
Of the Kabul Dabar.
See that? Who is the glory of the glorious word? Do what?
Of Mashiach.
Of the Mashiach.
Who is the image of Elohim.
See that? The similitude. The manner. He's the similitude and the manner. You see how this work? Y'all don't believe. We pulled a whole message from a word called light. Who can do that, Mr. Yahuwah? Who can pull a message from the word likeness? You hear that? Who is the similitude? Who is the likeness? Who has the manner? Who is the image? Who is like? Weren't these all your words? Put it back up here. Am I imagining this stuff? Y'all were paying attention. Y'all didn't pay attention because I stuck you on manner. That's where you stop. Like, likeness, similitude, image, manner. We're looking for this. So imagine what this speech would have did to people that had been law keeper, instruction keeper. You ain't gonna believe what you're in right now. You're in instructional learning.
Yeah.
That's all it is. See, a lot of people get tired of it. They get frustrated in here, law. It's instruction. Let's see. Model, resemblance, light, fashion, manner, similitude. We can go left, right? They talking about how if the bar is hid to them that of what was it? Lost. Which means they have no halal, no direction. That's what you find. You're lost. You don't lost your sense of direction. Right? You lost your sense of direction. Oh man, I don't know. They people get y'all a lot of stuff. They get a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. They get you. They have you using stuff. They put stuff in. They get you. They get you. So anyway, they've lost direction. That's why we look for halal. When it came down to Yahushua when he was being born, you didn't believe what identified that? Kuka bean. We could have found him on our own. The kuka bean went and it stood over the child. That's halal. Direction. Him being born is significant, but it doesn't help you if you don't know where he is at. Right. So when it came, we said we know he was born because we had seen his kuka bean. We saw his star. What they going to call a star? We saw his kuka bean. Or it's kukab. Singular, I think of it. Kukab, I think of it for star. So now we're looking at, we saw it, and then they got you about a carb on a coin. That's how they get you. A coin with a star. So now we're sitting around and looking at how this all works for us. We needed that direction. So in order to get direction, you don't believe what you're going to need? Instruction. That's how important the law was. The instructions allowed them to get the halal, which gave them direction. Got it? So now when it came down to seeing similitude, or it came down to seeing image, or it came down to seeing shape, or resemblance, all these things were important because we had some direction to get us there. On top of instructions. When we found out about the scripture, he said all scripture is given by the inspiration of and is profitable for and reproof and what else? That's how we know we're right. That's how we know it's instructions. He told us what it is. I don't know why the people are arguing. It's instructions. It's how you prove it. Go back and they tell you write something, proofread. I said something, and something you said, well, why didn't I look at that thing? I type. Sometimes you something over, you hit something, you're like, oh my goodness, a jump bunker, because I ain't reprove. I ain't go back and proofread it. That's why we go back up. We're trying to proofread it. We're trying to make corrections, right? You want how to make corrections if you had it right. He said, that's why I gave it to you. So you can go back and see whether or not you're right. I don't want to go say I'm right because I'm right in my own mind. He said, every man's way is right in his own eyes. Every doctor, you ask your doctor, you're going to say, how you doing your health? I said, I'm doing pretty good. So let me examine you. They're going to tell you out the flat, no. I'll examine you, but you're not going to examine you because they're going to be healthy or right in their own eyes. Yeah. Just being honest. Just being honest. Let's finish up what happened on him. 2 Corinthians 4:4. But if our dabarim be hid, it is hid to them that are
lost.
In whom?
The Elohim of this Ruach.
So in whom the gods of this world hath
blinded the minds of them.
Which do what?
Among not.
See that? Those that believe not. Lest.
The Aura.
See that? Lest the light.
Of the Kabul Debar.
See that? Of the glorious. You said Kabar?
Debar. Debar.
Kabar?
Debar.
Debar. The glorious word of Elohim, which is the Mashiach, the anointed one, should do what?
Who is the image of Elohim.
See that? We understand that. Who is the likeness? Who is the shape? Who is the resemblance of Elohim? Do what?
Should shine unto them.
See that? Says he should shine unto them. Listen what happened.
For we preach not ourselves.
See that? We preach not ourselves, but who?
Mashiach Yahusha.
See it, but you, and who else?
The done, and ourselves, your Abadim, for Yahusha's sake.
See that? He said we do talk about it, but we put him first. And we tell you how we the service of him. We work for him. Isn't that right? Listen what happened.
For Elohim.
Pay attention. This is telling you about Bereshit 1:1 and your Ukanon 1 and about 3. Listen.
Who Amar the Aura.
Who commanded the light to shine where?
Out of Kashah.
I tried to tell them where it was. Shine where?
out of Kashah
Had did what?
shined in our lives.
I know he was talking about something coming out of, because he just said it was in our heart. Which means what's in our heart, Yahusha told you it was going to happen. He said that was going to come out. I know what I'm teaching. So you get what he was doing. When he stripped up from the gold and the precious metal, because he was looking at it, listen, you ain't going to have to use that anymore. I'm going to put it in your heart. What else was y'all thinking? That's why he could strip it off. Because it wasn't going to be no good to you if somebody took it from you. But what if I put it where it shine in your heart? Because what went in the heart, in the law, is what was going to come out. So if I put our ore and I put the bar inside your law, it's going to come out anyway. They can take the gold, they can take the silver. And you still had the ore. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Y'all all right? How did y'all understand it? I just want to understand it. All we're dealing with is we looked up one word, likeness. Right? That's all we're looking at, is likeness. Oh, that's funny. Come on back to Bereshit. 126. Man, we done went all over the place. See, no more nobody making a fool out of us no more. He said, no more every man teaching his neighbor talking about know Yahuwah. No, he said, everybody going to know me from the least to the greatest.
That's right.
That's why I want to make sure everybody got to understand it. That's how we know he come. Isn't that right? Hold on, I got to fit it right quick. 1:3:1:3:2. Aleph, Yehukanan. I'll come back over here. Yehukanan, they call that 1 John. Aleph. And because we look at that's the first one he gave us of our Aleph bet. Aleph, Yehukanan. 3, where we left out 3 and 2? 3 and 3?
2.
3 and 2. I got to remember that too, huh? Zakah. Ra'ah has Zakah. Zakah Ra'ah. I mean, Ra'ah has remembered. Isn't it right? Listen to the book.
Beloved, now are we the benim of Elohim.
See that? Now are we the benim, which is the children? Or it says sons.
Sons.
You can't use that. You can't do what you want to do. You said Beni or Benim?
Benim.
That won't make sense. Benim is for children. He didn't call us children. He called us sons. Got to look at sons. Before we got the children, it was sons. I'll pay attention. It's important. The reason why you don't look at the son, because the son is the inheritor. Even when he told you about Jacob and Jacob Beni, he also had a daughter, a Beth. But who did he have first? Had the Beni. So before you go to children, you're going to deal with sons. They don't have no children. They're going to stay and put a lot of that stuff about that. They were the Benin of Yasharal, because you're looking at the mixture, and you're looking at you got male and female. Even it came down, it was always an issue, because even it dealt with inheritance. When a man died and he left daughter, it became a problem about inheritance. Because you had to look at her being married. And if she go and she marry a man, that man becomes the head. If my daughter is of Manasseh and she go and marry somebody from Issachar, and the next thing will happen, now Issachar will get whatever inheritance I left my daughter. She can't keep that and say this is my father, not when she got a husband. Now y'all do that, get married, and then your wife tell you that's her husband because her dad left her. Once you get married, you lost that. You lost that because you got a head now. Now that's the truth. We know that we learned that from the instructions.
That's right.
They took it in Mushah and they complained about that, how their father left them in here. They want to know exactly where their state was. Yahuwah sent them back and told if they were going to marry, they had to marry somebody of their own clan. He said that way the land wouldn't be crossed up. Because if my daughter of Manasseh, she go and marry somebody from Issachar, and that man can come along and and if I left my daughter an inheritance over in Manasseh, Issachar can come and he can take that.
Yeah.
Now you done divide up the land. That's why he cracking up, mixed us all up and married that stuff all tore up. That's why I got to come back. I got to restructure everything with the help of Mr. Yahuwah. Right. He left me here to set it in order. Set it in order. I got to come put this thing back together, me and Mr. Yahuwah. Yes, sir. Because it's in disarray. That's right. These folks don't know what they're doing. That's why I try to. So we don't want to change them. Then he said, he called them sons. That was a significant for him. Sons inheritors. Y'all all right? It's inheritors. A woman can't do what I do. Woman can't do what I can do. When he sat down, he was in the temple, and he was sitting down with the lawyers and sitting down with the doctor. You didn't believe what he was doing, Boston. What was he doing? Asking and doing what? Wasn't talking to no women in there. Woman got to learn inside with all subjection. If she learn anything, let her ask her own or Shaw at home. Her own Isha at home.
That's right.
So we don't want to got a wife who we cross up. So I had to jump all across the book like that. So I cried to clean all that up. You agree with me? What you think? It is Benin. So they put son. So son is not the word they had in. Pull up. Let's see children. I want to see it. They got son Benin for children and Benin for sons. Yale for child or children. Yale for child or children. Let me see children. What did you look up? Ben? Beni, Bani, Wiley, a son, as a builder of family name. What does it say? In wider sense, literal and figurative relationship, including grandson, subject, nation, quality or condition, etc. Well, got that. Anointed. Anointed, one appointed to era. Babylon, we're going to Egyptian, Grecian. Well, definitely ain't care about no Grecian. Young bullock, young cow, come up in child, colt. They teach y'all against colts, don't they? Common, corn, daughter of firstborn, fall, very fruitful. We'll go back the other way. Servant, born. Is that the top? No, all the way down. Is that the beginning? That's the top. Okay, Ben. So this pulls up on the children. All right, we'll take that then. They put sons there, so I saw sons. So, all right, Benny. I let them have it. Still don't change about a woman, though.
That's right.
Still don't change your position.
That's right.
I get it. Still, Benny, that's what it is, Benny for that. I seen sons on it. He said sons at Benny. All right. What did the Greek put for it? I found what Greeks call them. This is Abari, that's Hebrew, right? Abari, Hebrew. What is Greek? Lexicon Greek. Techno? What they call it? Technology. Where they got technology from? Huh? Techno. A child. Child as produced from the base, child, daughter, son. All right, we'll take that then. All right, let's roll with it. Come on, with it? Olive, Euchanan 3 and 2.
Yes, sir.
All right, listen to the book.
And it doth not yet appear what we shall be,
but
we know that when he shall appear,
we
shall be like him.
For what reason?
We shall see him as he is.
So now we're talking about manner, similitude, likeness, like. When he appear, we shall be like him. So this is going to take back record of what we got over here. And listen to what he said.
And every ish,
and every man
that hath this hope in him,
that has this hope where?
In him,
doth what?
Purifieth himself.
Even as who?
He is pure.
Now we're talking about manner. So now we're going to see where we correlate and where our relationship is with him. When he comes back, we're going to see him as he is. And everyone that has this hope in him purify himself even as he is, which means we have the same manner. This is what our goal, our objective is, to become what he declared in the beginning at the end. When he appear, we shall see him as he is. We shall be like him. So we're looking at likeness, similitude. We're looking at image. We're looking at manner. We're looking at all these different things to categorize what we have to do. So these people, those of us that believe, are sitting here basing everything we have on Romans 15:4. That whatsoever things are written aforetime are written for our learning, that we through patient comfort of the scripture might have hope. I'm not looking for him to come back and be a pigeon. I'm not looking for a school of fish to come back. When he come back and he appear, he said we should be like him. For we shall see him as he is. And everybody that had this hope in him purified himself even as he is pure. How many of y'all trying to get yourself perfection or trying to reach perfection? Well, the only way to get it, something has to cause. There has to be something to cause the reaction. We talked about that. There are certain events that trigger the cause reaction. You got it? Some behaviors are reactionary, based off of action. The re is a prefix. Are y'all all right? So we're looking for what action does it take for us to become reactionary, right? We got to have that hope. Where are we going to get it from? We're going to get it from the scripture. So we go through to examine what did he prescribe in the beginning that was going to happen in the end. Borrow sheet 126. Borrow sheet 126. Listen to the book.
And Elohim said, let us make each in our image.
See that? Let us make each in our
image,
after
our likeness,
and
let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Manner. He said, let them have the same manner. That's what he just told them. After we make them like we look, we also want to make sure they have the same behavior. They ain't important to y'all yet, though.
That's right.
All right, let's see. Listen.
And over the fowl of the air.
Over the fowl of the air.
And over the cattle.
And over the cattle.
And over all the arots.
And over all the arots.
And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the arots.
That's it. So what did he do?
So Elohim created each.
How?
In his own image.
And why in the world these folks sit around following a pigeon or anything else? The only reason you hear about a sheep and you hear about the olive is because he started giving you different so you can learn the characteristic of those animals. So you'll know how to associate that with your obedience and with your strength. Wow. These folks are going to put on a plate and go put on sheep clothing.
Right.
He would never have me do that because it was only a similitude. He was trying to give me something I could correlate with or an allegory. That's what we kind of look at, like an allegory. Got it? Not actually figuratively. Only literally for the sense of sacrifice, because we became sacrificed. And we knew this about that. We knew this conduct or knew this behavior from animals, because that's what we were sacrificing. When we came to do it as a man, he always correlated it to the animal. What was significant about the animal? It was humble. It was submissive. It was obedience. It was without defect or fault. So now when he told us in Romans 10, 12, and 1, I beseech you therefore, our King, that you present your bodies a living
sacrifice.
We understood the living because you will separate the animal while it was what? Dead? Alive. So you could sacrifice it. So now he came along and told you about a living sacrifice. You understood the premise. Meant you had to be separated and kept for a particular purpose. That's what a sacrifice is. People want to go on vacation. They say, you know what? I'm going to set this aside. So I'm going to save it up for the vacation. I ain't going to use it for nothing else. That's a sacrifice. That's going to be separated from the other monies. That's going to be separated from the other use. So when you became a living sacrifice, you knew you had to be set aside for a particular use. While you're living, that's how you became sufficient enough to be sacrificed. Understand it? Understand it? So don't play like we don't know what a living sacrifice is. We know what a living sacrifice is. Okay? It was sacrificed after.
Yeah.
It had been kept.
Right.
After it had been separated.
Right.
Sacrificed.
That's right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yahushua was sacrificed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. What am I going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do, people? That's what we need to do. We need to make sure we got it right and we got understanding. We got to make sure we got understanding. How are we going to get it? Listen, this is not significant to you guys now because you're living. You're going to die. Every one of us are going to die. And if you don't have it right, you're not going to see the man in shalom. You're going to find out you wasted a lot of time. You killed a lot of time and a lot of stuff you did was in vain. How many of you are afraid of darkness? I'm talking about death darkness. How you going to get through? How you going to make it through? You got to get somebody to take you through. You got to do like Mushak did. I ain't never been through him before. I need him to be my eyes. I need him to be my eyes when I go through him. I ain't never walked through darkness before. Not through I'm talking about the shadows of death. You know what the shadows of death is? That's the darkness that radiates off from it. The shadow. Do you know death could put off a shadow? Huh? He said, yeah, do I walk through the shadows of it? You know what the horror that is? That's a horror. Death is one of the most scary things we've ever seen. And he said, I'm walking through it. But you know what he said? You with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. He looked at you, my eyes. I need you to be able to see and get me through here and then bring me back.
Yeah.
I wasn't certain nobody couldn't do that. I wasn't getting a religion that teach me, said, man, you getting in? Listen, we're going to teach you how to do this. I said, well, what about when I die? Man, that's on you. No, I don't want nobody. I ain't afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of the prongs. You know what prongs do? Prongs hang out on Josh's pants. No, prongs are things. 999,000. 289 more. I had a million. Remember, had them crowds on their pants. The prongs. But what prongs do? Prongs. If you see a shrimp prawn, you say prawn. They call them prawns. Look how they shoved over like hooks. And that's what they do. They hold you. They don't let you go. Death are called prongs. The prongs of death. They hold. They don't let you go. Death don't let you go. You know who told us about that? Dawood told us about it. Who you said? I don't remember what he said offhand, but I do know he told us, Dawood told us when it concerning his business when he died, when he moved. He said after he got up and he had washed himself and he had sat down, he had ate, and they asked him how was it he fasted. Why? He said, well, while the child was alive, he said, I fasted. And he said, I palau. He said, who knew what Elohim would be gracious, be Canaan, right? Will he be your Canaan? He said, but when the child moved, he said, I got up and washed myself. He said, I can go to him. Why couldn't he come to him? Because of the prongs. The prongs won't release you. That's why it was important about Yahushua coming, because some of the fears we had, the major fears we had was oppression. Being dominated by the Greeks and the Romans, by the Para, the people they call Persian, their real name is Para. All these different people, that were our fears because we were always captivity, and what would these people wind up doing us? Kill us, death. These were our two fears. These were our two fears. That's why he came. He said to set the captive, which meant he could loose the prongs of death. That's what. See, that's why I told you. Don't get your mind on it, because you don't know. These people don't know. Don't talk to these people about being saved. They're too stupid.
That's right.
They got some imaginary thoughts about it. I don't have no imaginary. I got what the man told you. The man talked about setting the captives free. Who were captive? People that were in prongs. What you knew and what they knew first were people that were in prison. You know what they would do when they get these people? They would bind them. That's what you do to a person. You bind it. And it was equivalent to a person being in chains, being held in prongs of death. That's how he understood it. So he said, I came to set the captive free. I came to open up those prison walls.
Yes, sir.
Don't listen. The average person don't have no better mind understand about no salvation. The mindset these people give y'all about salvation is actually not a salvation. It's not actually. They don't even have an idea about the ability of it. Don't listen to them. You're going to kill time. Pull out a Harry Potter book. Say, explain this.
Right.
Let them read it and walk off and leave them now.
Yeah.
When they get some chemical, put it in and blow themselves up, say, I see it working for you. Say, won't he do it? Let them, give them the habit. Let them go ahead and just concoct up something and blow themselves up. Say, won't he do it? Don't let nobody fool with you. This is serious. You come up with the wrong equation, it's going to be a mess. People have no idea. People play with us. People just play with us. Listen, everything these people gave you to believe, they did it for a conscious sake of keeping you dominated because you were not supposed to understand your ability. And this man just came along and told them to let them have, let them be over, let them be light, get them the manner, get them the similitude, give them the image, give them the resemblance. So that man needed to destroy how you saw stuff with your black, ugly self, with your big nose, fat lip, wide behind self. Because you have a resemblance, you have a likeness. In Mizraim, when they built the Sphinx, when they built them, guess what they put on them? Lips. That's why I had to deface them. Because these were images of Elohim.
That's right.
And they were making images of themselves. We made them for them. We knew how we look. This is how to look. If that's going to be an Elohim, it's going to look like me. That's why in main key religions, Buddhism and Hindu, that's why they use a man.
Yeah.
Because they already realize. See, people stole from you. People stole from you. Let's look at something. Y'all want to just go ahead and cut. We can cut out now. Because we don't want to get into no real stuff. Because I know they don't know. I'm telling you, I know you don't know. They don't know. They don't know. You don't know. Come on, finish up. 2 and 6. 2 and 6. They don't know. They don't know no better. This is Barashit 2 and 6. I'm telling y'all, can take this on the road and help you out. Listen to the book.
But there went up a mist from the Arats and watered the whole Panim of the Adumah.
So what was that mist? Ma'im. We'll go with Ma'im. We know. I got you. Or even he told you, you're exactly right too. That mist that went up from the ground, what makes sense, he just calls Nahar. That means it had to be an underground stream. Listen, nothing don't come from nothing. When he came into the rocks that were void, so he had to bara, create, right? Now this stuff come from nothing. He had to create it from something, okay? So now he just told you, he just called the mist to come up from the rocks. So this going to tell you exactly what he did with man, how you got here. He brought us from the rock. See, the white man in his science, his biology has an idea. Because you know he tell us about man and where man evolved from, Boston? Fish. Fish evolved from water. The argument that came down to the dollar was it actually was the dog. See, Ma'im. See, he told of Ma'im to bring forth the, what was it? The living creatures. Well, you living, this is why they try to go along with the scientific belief about you evolving from fish. Argument about your dollar, if you pay attention, you see the tail? Let's see. You ever seen that before? That's the dollar. The back of the tail, how they'll draw it out. They'll believe that it was actually the dog and not the dollar. Instead of the dog, they thought it was the dog. This is argumentative when they use. So it makes sense now. Well, see, you need to know about this. Why white people use this stuff and they try to teach you that man evolved from fish. Because you're looking at Adam. Now he just caused the Ma'im to spring up from the Adamah. He's going to cause it to come up from here and not down from here. Okay? All right, and you got the Ma'im coming from here now and not from here. Use what? Ma'im. They got heavens, the word is Shamayim. I use the Mem, which is the water that comes down from it, the cloud. We're using the Adamah. or ground. Okay? That's an ugly D, but don't worry. Adumah. His name is Adam. So Adam came from Adamah. Got it? Adam came from Adamah, right? Yahusha came from Yahuwah. That's how important it was for you to pay attention. You're going to name it where it came from. The people that came out from Mitzrayim, you don't believe what you call them? Mitzar. That's where they came from. The people that came from Cush, you call them Cushites. What are we going to do with this? Come on, folks. The man came from Yahuwah. How am I going to call him Jesus?
That's right. That's right.
That don't even make common sense. If Adam came from Adumah, then I'm going to call him by where he came from.
That's right. That's right.
The Mizraim used to fish. They believed that the fish had mystical powers. Everybody stole from you because they had no understanding. That's not our teaching. And the human, Elohim appeared on us to stop and to kill all this mystical stuff that these people came up. All that stuff to get all of. You know what he said when I spake to you? You saw none. You saw none. Unless you do what? That's why I won't put a fish on the back of my car. I won't put a dove or a hawk or an eagle on my car. He said, there you see. He said, you saw one. He said, unless you corrupt yourself. And you'll make any of these things and you'll correlate them to me. That's why all these different nationalities they do. All the Hindu, they even got some saying, you ain't gonna believe what they look to worship. The cow. The cow. You know what they say? The cow is peaceful. The cow gives you milk. We don't worship a cow. We have the olive. And we use him because of his strength, his versatility. Huh? Because of what he can do. See, everybody stole from you, but they have no sense.
Right. Right.
So they get something and they don't understand. That's the detriment of getting something and not knowing what you're doing. Because this bastard worshiping a cow.
That's right. That's right.
Elohim told us that he was the olive.
Right.
Meaning, I'm the strongest you got.
Right.
I'm the only one that can feed you. I'm the only one that can clothe you. And that's what he did to Adam and Ka'ur when he put them out the garden. To them did he make coats of what? Skin. The olive can do that because the olive has skin.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
The olive can prepare a table in the wilderness, in Bamatbah. The olive can feed you. That's why we look at how versatile he is. When he said, I kill, I wound, I make alive, I heal, that's olive. That's olive. He can do all of that. Huh? You can take his horn, and you can make a weaponry with it. All this you can do with the olive. So people have copied and stole from you. When you look at Hindu uses a child. Yeah. How many of y'all didn't know that? The Hindus use a child. You didn't believe what your book told you. He said, and a child shall lead them. Your book said a child gonna lead you. So the Hindus took a child and formed a religion around a kid. Our book told us in the book of Galatians 4:1. Pick it up right quick.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a Yalid,
Do what?
differeth nothing from a Abad,
Uh-huh.
though he be a Don of all.
And their religion, they still got a child. That's why they won't work for us. See, that's why the Christians got a cult baby. Because everybody done took something from you. He just told me, as long as it's a child, it ain't going to never get a rulership. So that don't make sense for me. See, if I paid attention, that's why when he put Adam in the garden, he couldn't be a baby. He had to be a man. Otherwise, he was going to be a servant. See, they don't try to take our religion. They're not smart enough. They're not smart enough, but they put just enough to somebody said, that story there is equivalent to Jesus. Yeah, because y'all both retards. Our book clearly tell you that this I say, the heir
As long as he is a Yalid,
Different what?
nothing
From a what?
Abad,
What happened?
though he be a Don of all.
But is under what?
Tutors and governors,
Until when?
the time appointed of the Abba.
But tell them what happened.
Even so we, when we were Benim,
Word is past tense or present? So he was talking about when we were children, when we were kids. Well, what?
in bondage under the elements of the Arad.
See that? So every time we were put into slavery, you was a child. That's why, see, this is why I try to tell the people, they can't understand salvation, because it don't make sense. You're telling me that the only thing that's keeping that child from ruling is a maturing state or breaking from under the government. What is he telling me? If you found out that all you had to do was get away from, that you would move right into your inheritance, of being somebody that's looking to be an inheritor. These are different. An inheritor is somebody waiting to get something.
Right.
You can get your inheritance now if you broke from under the government. Yeah, that's why I tell you. Listen, don't read it. Close up. Close. Give. Let me give. Let me give. Y'all gonna mess up.
That's right. That's right.
They gonna make me ship a supply. Harry Potter here, y'all don't straighten up. That man sitting here telling you, listen what the man just told you. Listen, read that again. It'll take a time. I don't want to be self-interpreting. Listen.
Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a Yalid, differeth nothing from a Abad, though he be a Don of all.
Does the child know this? Does the child have knowledge of this? That as soon as I reach a maturing state, I gain my inheritance. As soon as I reach my maturing state, I can break from up under what sets over me. Listen.
But is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Abba.
What happened?
Even so we...
I don't know why you're going to do that. So let me go. This is actually talking about Yahushua. This is actually talking about Yahushua. So I'm trying to get, why is he talking about us? Even so we. What's the correlation? Likeness. What? Because he should just keep talking about Yahushua. Because what they did was dispel you on the knowledge of who you actually are. You can't properly be taught this book unless it be taught about you. The whole book is about the Father and the Son. Ain't gonna make no sense. I ain't got no correlation. You know what happened? One time, Leon, I'll tell you what happened. It was a big family meeting we had, and it was a big mess. And some of my family members, they kind of got pissed and kind of just left. And what happened? They had went to one of my cousins, and they was talking to him about, they was trying to find out what was their end gonna be at the family reunion and stuff, and what they gonna have. And when they couldn't see it, they had walked off and told my cousin, and that was the left, told them to see to it themselves. I told you about that before, about my family. Rehoboam, the Ben Shalom, when they all came up to meet, and they met with Rehoboam, and he told them how he was gonna make it hard on them. The rest of them told them they were walking off. They told Dawood and said, y'all see that stuff yourself. Because they realized they ain't seen that in it for them. See, this is where you mess up. Why would you let somebody teach you about something that don't involve you? When I talk about business, I talk about putting something together. Where do I put y'all at? Because otherwise, you don't want to have no part in it. So this man started talking to me about him and his son. This is not going to benefit me. So now you know what I'm looking at. Behold, what manner of harm is this? That we should be called the Beni Elohim. Because the whole story is about the man and the boy. So that's all you're going to talk to me about. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Listen, my uncle and them had more sense than that. They left him. They walked off. They told him to see to it. You see to your own house. You keep talking about what you talking about. It ain't benefiting us. So now he's telling me about the heir. As long as he was a child, he don't differ from a servant. He's under tutors and governors until the time appointed. Though he be the Adon of all, he master of all. Well, that's okay. What they got to do with me? Okay, he got his, he getting his. What that got to do with me? Even so we, listen.
When we were beneath, were in bondage under the elements of the Arats. But when the fullness of the time was come,
What did he do?
Elohim sent forth his Ben,
Doing what?
made of Ashar,
Doing made what?
of Ashar,
Made well.
under the Torah,
Made under the instruction. For what reason?
to redeem them that were under the Torah.
That's why they were looking. That's what Zechariah could get up and tell the people. How he had raised up a horn of salvation. A horn. He raised up an olive of salvation. A Yeshua. That we've been delivered from the hands of our enemy. He was trying to break us from under it. Always wait for the time to get from under it. This stuff y'all got, or want to stand these people get, it don't make sense. It don't even line up with the writings. This was talking about breaking away. Well, he sent Mushak. You know, he sent him when the time appointed, when the fullness of time had come. Mushak couldn't come before 400 years. That was the same time he had given to Abraham. That in our fourth generation, he was going to bring us out. In our fourth generation. So fullness of time, get what he did. Sent forth his being. Made well of a woman. Mushak came from a woman. I don't know what the people going to do. We're in trouble. Made under the law. To do what? To redeem them. That were
under the Torah.
We were under instruction. He came to redeem us. When you redeem something, you put it back to value.
That's right.
That's what you do. See, we have redeemable qualities. But see, how the white man has always showed you images of yourself, you missed it, and you didn't know you had redeemable qualities. There has to be something, there has to be a quality about something. You can't redeem everything. You can't redeem everything. It's got to have a certain quality. It's got to have a need or a necessity in order for you to be able to redeem it. There's a need, there's a necessity for us to be redeemed. Y'all all right? How do y'all see yourself? Job, working, broke down all your life? We've been waiting. We've been waiting. When Yahushua found the scene, it lined up right for us. He came in our fourth generation. That's what he told Abraham in our fourth generation. Start counting Matthew. He gonna give you fourth generation. 42, 41. He gonna put you in your fourth generation. Just like he told them. And he delivered us. That was our deliverance. That's what they were looking for. That we've been delivered from the hands of our enemies. Might serve him without fear. In Kudash, all the Yamin of our Kai. Now, I saw them all. We've been looking for that. We've been looking to be redeemed. We've never had to be on nobody else again. We're not looking for no more government. No more government. Only one government. One government. That's all we've been waiting on. One government to rule everything and everybody. One empire to run it all. One Malkut that's going to run everything. We've seen it before. We've seen power do it. They call it the Persian. They rule all the way up to parts of Russia, Asia, and back around to other parts of Europe that they call Persian. They rule all that. Yep. We've seen the Babylonians rule. We've seen them come all the way back across the way they call India and run all across these places. We've seen them do it. Now it's our time. Yep. And you know why he waiting to do us? He say the best for last.
Yes, that's right.
He's saying the best. This wine here he gonna make, we gonna be the best. Yes, that's why he say that for last.
That's right.
But he told us about it in the beginning. Let them have. Right. Let them rule.
Yes, sir.
Let them control. He told us about it because we're going to do it in the end.
Yes, sir.
These folks ain't never empowered us to nothing. They empowered us to be slaves. People slave. A Christian is a slave.
Yeah.
He ain't a winning slave. He a retarded slave.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taught him no better. Nobody taught you about you sitting around and you provide and you being able to do. You come along with the olive. We can protect. We can feed. Honestly, anyone in men supposed to be able to do it. And he said, let them have, let them be like the similitude and the manner. You're supposed to be able to do it. Let me see what happened in 2nd chapter 2 and 6. I might get y'all out of here, but I'll tell y'all what, I don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I want y'all to think better of yourself. I know it's hard because job is pulling you. Your commitments are snagging on. It's hard for you to see it. Hard for you. You know who it's said hard for? A transgressor. Trans is hard. See, I don't want to have no conversation about just getting no business. I want to have a conversation about government.
Yes, sir.
Governments. That's what's one, governments. Everybody else know they go to country. They ain't just going for no economic. These people go to control government. Let me tell you something. Russia has been accused for melanin. What was that again? The United States, what now? Election. What happened in election? What do we choose in election? Leaders, government. They want to know how wars are won by governments, by infiltrating governments, by controlling and setting up. That's why, listen, what Russia did is the same thing China, the U.S., and Britain does all the time. They always influence and run in and change government. That man sitting up right now in Venezuela is set up by the U.S. None of those people picked him. They just got them a mob of people they put together and showed them constantly. So it look like everybody in Venezuela wants this man. They don't want him. They want the man that ruled up under and ruled, and he was the vice president of Chavez. And the country would be good if America didn't destabilize it. That's what they do. Because you know what they learn to do. If you're going to take a country, you topple over governments. That's how you win wars. You put them in disarray, you starve. Once the people starve and the people not getting money and babies start dying, the people ready for whatever stop it. So they say, well, listen, we'll stop bombing and bring in schools and medicine and everything. If you get rid of that government, the people march to the house and take it down. That's how you got rid of Yahushua. They got you to see the problem becomes they'll get you so fearing for your kids that though the leader is the reason why your kids are afflicted, and it's not the leader that's trying to get you out, it's the leader that's trying to keep you in that's actually affecting you. See how people have never been conscious to see it. And they know, listen, we quick to stop. Listen, if you really care about your kids, you will continue the plight. You will continue to fight. If you really cared about your kids, you won't sit around so dormant the way you were. You'll be more persistent. You'll be more consistent. You'll be more alert and aware. You'll be willing to fund your welfare. But y'all people don't. You'd rather have a white man do it. They won't let me get in office. I get in office, first thing I'm going to do, I'm electing all black people. You know I'm going to do it on purpose. You know why I'm going to do it? Because I already know they're going to tell me it don't look right. I said, what made it look right when it was all white?
That's right. That's right.
What was wrong with my eyesight that everything looked right when it's all white?
That's right.
Because you know what they did? They don't put blinders on me.
Yep.
They don't white it out. That's amazing. You don't black out nothing on paper, you white it out.
Yep.
That's how they got me. As soon as you gotta give me a bottle, they don't give me no bottle of blackout because it'll dominate the whole paper. They're gonna cover it with some more stuff they're gonna fit right into the system. Put black out that thing, will go straight through the top and it'll come through the back. You white because it'll stay on the surface. Put me on there, I'm gonna soak straight through the paper, I get on your desk. You may around touch it, I get on your hand. That's why they try to keep away from me. I want to set you back up so you can be who the man intended you to be. That man said, even so we were, past tense, under bondage, under tutors, under governments. When Yahushua tried to talk to him in the 8th chapter of the book of Yahushua, they told you, we ain't never been in bondage to no man.
That's right.
They wasn't hearing it. I'll teach y'all some stuff one day. I'll teach you. I'll teach you about the hand of Yahuwah. And you'll see it, that the way you seen salvation ain't the same way. The way you even seen obtaining the Ruach, it don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. Nothing you've been doing don't even make sense. You only been doing it because that's what your oppressor gave you to do. And I refuse to apologize for being conscious. I refuse to. These folks don't know what y'all do. These folks make a mess out of y'all. Y'all didn't know what the man did. Don't even worry about it. I can teach you about it. Y'all, boy, don't even worry about it. I ain't going to kill myself. I'm not finna get that cold doctor y'all sleeping for. Go ahead and you go to bed. You going to stay in domination because you don't even know what y'all. These folks didn't know what they got. Y'all don't even know what you got. You don't even know what you got. The man gave you a whole lot more in ability than what you're thinking, but these white folk done gave you this Christianity stuff, and you still, I know I'm still fighting Christianity. I'm fighting it right here in this room. Them Christians out there ain't home. I'm fighting these Christians in this room in here with me. I'm going to get you killed. Who got Sandra Bland killed?
That's right.
Who got Michael Brown killed?
That's right.
Who got Eric Garner killed?
Yeah.
Don't put it on me. It's a government that supports it.
That's right.
And we had the right government, they would be afraid to do it.
That's right.
And we had our own military, we could defend our right to life. Don't let these folks keep telling you about no America. Too many of our people have died and bled for these people to get what they got. And they've never come back and they repaid us.
That's right.
You singing songs about America, one America sing a song about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd have left alone. Hitler would have did what he was going to do to all these white folk. He'd have put them into bondage.
Yeah.
Grab the niggas. We flew bombers there. You couldn't even hit it. You know why we could fly better bombers than them? We been flying. That's Adam. I can't rule on no bird unless I can get up there with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about no right brothers.
Yeah.
That's the wrong story for me.
That's right.
The right brother is Adam.
Yeah.
He invented flight.
That's right. That's right.
Isn't that right? Adam. Now I can't use that because I ain't joking. His name was Adam Wright.
That's right.
Isn't that right? That's the right brother right there. Brother could fly. Why you think we can get never lost a bomb, Tuskegee Airmen? They got it from Adam. We've been mastering the air. When the man made, he said, let them have. When we get up there, we'll master it. Anyway you put us, we're going to take it. These folks don't even know. Listen, y'all don't even know what y'all. Don't worry about it. Listen, make no mistake. That's how he beats you, with intimidation and with fear. As long as you fear your enemy has a great chance of beating you every time. That's what you hear him both fear on you. Fear gonna have you tormented. And when a person tormented in fear, you'll give up anything. You'll sell out anything. You'll refuse to fight because you'll feel like it'll be peace. You can't make peace with the devil. This man has a devil heart in him, and this man is not gonna do right, and you can't make him think you right. You gotta challenge him on every end when he brings something up. You can't never hear, why y'all gotta bring it up? Because I always gotta hold you to what you are if I'm gonna change you.
That's right.
They're like a sinner or a drunk or a crackhead, you never let them forget it.
Yep.
Our family has on, now they come, they face come, you still smoking that junk. I'm gonna challenge you because I want you to stop it.
That's right.
Start pinning and stroking, they think it's all right. You start praising and leading this man and singing his national anthem, he thinks he's all right.
That's right. That's right.
Man, not all right.
Not.
Our people dying by the hundreds of thousands, by the millions. He just won't show it to you because he know then you might awaken. And you know the same thing that happened when he dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, when he dropped the bomb in Japan on Pearl Harbor. You know what they said about him? They said a sleeping giant has awoken.
Yep.
They realized those folks had woken and gotten up and they were going to fight them back. This man fights you when you sleep. The man sending stuff way in your TV.
Yeah.
He putting wavelengths and sounds off in your radio. Years ago, you know they used to call the radio transistor radio.
That's right.
They were transmitting sound. You turn, you hear all them noise. Don't you know them frequencies start playing until they start knocking things out about you?
Yep. Yep. That's right.
Oh, people, man, you know, I tell you about that stuff out there. Listen. I'm just not comfortable anymore. I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to play like I'm comfortable. I'm not going to play like I go along with something I'm going to go along with. Done that too long, too many times. We don't owe the white race no explanation for nothing. All the explanation need to come from him.
Yep. That's right.
All of them, no explanation for nothing. It's time for our people to start activating. It's time for our people to make moves.
Yep.
Time to do like Tony Montana. He didn't went on Frank. I hear things. I make moves. Meal here, meal there. That's how we got to start moving. You got to start making moves. He told him, he said, you make moves on your own? I am the boss. That's the problem. White folk don't got to, we don't make moves the white folk tell you. The white folk get taxes. Every time I talk to y'all nigga about doing something, when you get your what? That's why he don't let you get nothing. That's why he rob. Don't you know that man don't call into the system, realize it ain't going to be long, but these niggas get the right leader in front of them and start telling them how to activate and mobilize and take their income tax and don't go fund it back in his system so he can make his numbers and start making your own numbers. Rightfully so, he cut your money. Rightfully so, he took it. You use your head, you to put it up before you got to an income tax. It ain't hard to beat you. Nigga put all this stuff on Twitter. Nigga got all this stuff on Facebook. Income tax, income tax, income tax, income tax. He'll let you know nigga can't do nothing until I give it to him. So guess what I'm going to do to keep a nigga from doing something? Don't give it to him. Cut it. Make you pay me. You already been paying him. Income tax was designed for domination. They told you before the war and funding the war, they were supposed to get rid of income tax after the First World War they had. But when the crackers saw it work and it kept people dumb and it kept people work and kept you with a tax debt, I don't owe the country nothing, the country owe me.
That's right.
That's right.
Man, take all your money. Man, take $25,000 and give you $2,000 and you run around bragging saying you got your money back. He knows you's a dumb nigga. Find out his children don't pay income tax and your book told you the children don't pay. The man uses you and beats you every time and has you sitting around wishing for something and begging him to give you something. And the only reason niggas elect a white president because they elect one that tell him he going to try to give you a better income tax and take from the rich. The rich will never pay. The poor always pay.
Yep. That's right.
He know if you ever stabilize the poor, there won't be a lower class. There'll be middle class and rich. And it won't be long for middle move up to rich. And then you got a society where everybody on the same playing field. That's called socialism. That's what he was afraid of. Hitler tried to induce that. Your book teaches socialism. Where everybody have. Everybody got. But the cracker's afraid of that. That's the only thing he got over you is having more than you. Then he makes you wish and want to be like him. Book even tell in the book of your code, they call James, doth not the rich oppress you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to offer you an opportunity you make and get for yourself. You get from under oppression of somebody just rule on you. You need to rule for yourself. I don't want you to work for me. I want you to work for you. I want you to own and you to have and your family and your kids to have. Now you go find other places that put it together and try to put that in and condition your people with. Want to condition us to teach and educate our own kids. Because this stuff you don't know. You just think you do. Put up the word longitude. Longitude. How many of y'all know about longitude, latitude? Go to Google. Let's say the angular distance of a place east or west of meridian at the Greenwich, England, or west of standard meridian of the celestial object, usually expressed in degrees and minutes. What does England have to do with it? I thought these niggas don't know nothing. I know it had nothing to do with it. White folk create stuff they make up from themselves.
Yep.
So now you start using degrees and longitude. It's based off of England.
Off of England.
And you walk around and think you some smart nigga. I told you don't know more than me. You just killing time.
Yep.
You can't know more than me. He creates this. Now he sets you and let you go to school for 5 and 10 years to learn this stuff and come back and you gonna try to throw it in my face? I'm too dumb smart for you. Pull up Meridian for them. They know about Meridian, Mississippi. That is fun, ain't it? Real fun. Gonna deal with a terrestrial and celestial pole. See, Cracker put names up, he know niggas too dumb to find out about it. You too dumb to research something. Why would you look at it? You trust everything a white man tell you. That man playing you every time. A circle of constant longitude passing through a given place on the Earth's surface, slide over, and the terrestrial pole. In acupuncture medicine, y'all need to know about this. Each other set a pathway in the body along which vital energy is said to flow. There are 12 such pathways associated with specific organs. That's important for you. You know why? Yahushua gave you 12 apostles. That's why he chose 12. See, Chinese medicine, everybody else studied from yours. Let me tell you something. A lot of stuff I don't put out. That's why I stopped putting my stuff public. Because people don't need to know. All they need to know is I can't read and I can't write. That's all these people need to know. They're too dumb. They're too stupid. I'm going to leave them right where they at. But who are going to lead these people? These people are playing you. Everybody done studied your stuff. You don't find it just kind of amazing that there's 12 pathways? to vital organs. We're talking about getting the Ruach HaKodesh on the inside of your body. We've always known about organs. That's how Massa got stabbed. You didn't believe where they stuck him at. Through the fifth rib, no x-ray. And they know they caught him in the fifth rib. Nowhere to catch vital organs. Yahushua did too. That's why he chose 12. He had 84, but of them he chose 12. Because there's 12 pathways. See, what y'all don't know, none of my stuff to go public. Y'all understand me? It ain't for everybody. Because you're supposed to know the Kai. They call it the Chi. All this stuff is about energy. You know how you get this energy? It's called breathing. You're not conscious. I just let y'all sleep. I was trying to show y'all in 2 and 6. After he made him come up over the Ma'im, from the Ma'im that came up from the Adam, you'll notice what he did from that. He gave him Kai energy. You get it from breathing. That's why they tell you, talking, I'm wasting my breath. I always remember I can't read and I can't write. There's too much going on that y'all don't know. Y'all know nothing. You actually know nothing about what you have. You know why that's important about what he did to him? Because it was the only way he was going to give a resemblance. It's the only way he's going to be a similitude. It's the only way he's going to get an image. And it's the only way he's going to be able to do after the manner. 3 and 1. You're I'm going to get ready and let him go. I get ready and let y'all go. I'm just killing time. My boss didn't tell me to give it to you. It's up to me. I'd have been cut off. I've been cut. Listen, let me tell you what I do with y'all. I dismiss y'all from now on. I don't have time to wait. Listen, y'all not finna keep me in no nigga world with y'all. I don't know why people are afraid to make some of them say, what's wrong with us ruling us? I ain't talking about killing white folk, killing nobody. I'm talking about protecting ourselves if somebody trying to take our life. That's their constitution. The right to liberty, happiness, the pursuit of happiness and property. That's their constitution. Here come your constipation. That's why they're going to wipe me out. They'll leave you. You can earn 3 and 1. Listen to the book.
There was a Ish of the Pharisees named Nicodemus,
I couldn't imagine.
a Sar of the Yahudim.
See, that was a shah. What's a shah? A ruler. Listen.
The same came to Yahushua by Layla, and said unto him,
What did he say?
Ra'ah, we know that thou art a teacher come from Elohim.
Yeah.
For
I don't
no
know. You
Ish,
say teacher. We know Moreh for teacher. Not sure on the rabbi. They use rabbi. What's the word for rabbi? What the hell? What book would they? I don't think it'd be Ra'ah, would it? Bassett. Rabbi. Well, I know teacher would be the Moreh. Will rabbi be the new word? Would it be the Greek word for teacher? Now, rabbi instead of Moreh. That's what they'll say when they call a rabbi. So in the law, it'll be called Moreh. All right? Listen.
thou art a Murray come from Elohim, for no Ish can do these miracles that thou doest,
Unless what?
except Elohim be with him. Yahusha answered and said unto him,
Hold what you got. See that Tahalim 50 and 10. I'm scared. Let me see what that says. I think I done jumped off. Let me see. Tahalim. They call it Psalms. Let's see what that say. Listen to the book.
For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the har, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee.
Y'all hear that? What happened?
For the aratz is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the basar of bulls, or drink the dam of goats?
That's good. That's good. Finish this up, 3. What we left out? 3 and 2? 3 and 3?
3 and 3.
Listen.
Yahusha answered and said unto him, Aman, I say unto thee, except a Ish be born again.
Of what?
Except they each be born again,
I couldn't imagine.
he cannot see the Malkuth of Elohim.
Y'all hear what happened? What gonna happen? Except that each be born again, he cannot see. That's physical. That's physical. He gonna tell you see because you have 5 senses. I mean, it's gonna taste, hear, feel, smell, touch. I got 5 senses, so you can't speak to me about nothing I can't comprehend. I'm a natural man. You're going to talk where I can understand it. He said, except I be born over, I cannot see. The what?
The Malkuth of Elohim.
Y'all know what happened? Adam was born of the water, Ma'im. That's why he could see it. He was physically in it. He could see it. Okay. That's what it said. Except the man be born again. Talk to me.
He cannot see the Malkuth of Elohim.
Talk to me.
Nicodemus saith unto him,
How can what?
they each be born when he is old.
What did he tell him?
Can he enter the second time into his aim's womb
Talk to me, son.
and be born?
Listen.
Yahusha answered, Aman, Aman, I say unto thee,
Of a truth I say unto thee,
except they each
be born
of the Mem,
I don't know what the fuck gonna do. Here we go. Adumah. He came from the ground. He caused the mist to come up. How was he born? How was he born? Where did he see? Where did he enter? What are y'all doing? That's how important Ma'im is. He just told you ain't got to go back into the womb. That's why you don't see it now. Adam came out from the Adamah. He caused the mist to come up. Because that mist was as semen. I don't know what the people doing. I don't know, act the semen to the ground. The seed inside the ground, you water it, you ain't gonna have that seed is gonna come out. It's gonna produce, and it's gonna start to grow and come from the ground. So the mem will act as semen. So what are you doing when you get immersed? Getting sematized. Adam came from the Adamah, which is the ground. When did this happen? While it was dry? What did he do? He put semen on it. That's what caused the seed to come out. I don't know what the people doing. Are y'all listening to this? Am I imagining this? I'm telling y'all what the man said. Let's see what happened. Listen.
except they each be born of Mem and of the Ruach.
What happened?
He cannot enter into
Because then he breathed on it. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? He breathed on it. He's going to tell you what it's equivalent to. In 2 and 6, it told you he breathed on him and he became a living nefesh, a kai nefesh, a living soul, a living soul, a living being. Listen.
He cannot enter into the Malkuth of Elohim.
Talk to me.
That which is born of Basar
is
Basar.
What happened?
And that which is born of the Ruach
is what?
The Ruach.
So he told you the principle why you got to have it. That which is born of the Ruach is Ruach. So it makes sense that Adam would be called the Ben Elohim. Elohim is a Ruach, and they that worship him must worship him in and in Amat. That's what he told you got to do. So that's how we know Adam was the Ben Elohim. Huh? He was born of it. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do. Talk to him. Oh my goodness.
Marvel not that I said unto ye.
He told the man, please don't look at me that I said this. Listen.
Ye must be born again.
Listen what?
The wind bloweth where it listeth.
Pay attention.
And thou hearest the sound thereof.
But do what?
Canst not tell whence it cometh.
Tell me what happened.
And whither it goeth.
Tell me what happened.
So is every one that is born of the Ruach.
How many of y'all didn't understand that statement? The wind blew it where it listed. He just told you that the wind go where it wants to, wherever it chooses to. That's what he just told you, listed, not written down. You had to look very hard to find a definition to list it. He just told you that the wind goes wherever it wants or where it chooses. Wherever it wants or wherever it chooses. The wind goes wherever it wants, wherever it chooses. Now start me from now. Start me from now.
And thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh, and whither it goeth. So is every one that is born of the Ruach.
What man control the wind? What man tell the wind what to do? He just said, so is everybody got the Ruach. What man told Adam what to do? Adam went where he want. He just told you, go where he want to. And he said, you don't know from whence it come. You didn't believe what he told you what you do, though. He said you can hear the sound. When Adam was naked, you didn't believe what he told Yahuwah. I heard you coming. Because that's what the wind do. It go where it want. It go where it chooses. He said everybody that got the Ruach do the same thing. That's enough. Wonderful hoosh. Now you decide if I'm trying to teach you how to be a nigger slave. I'm trying to teach you to be nigger free. Isn't that right? I don't shepherd no slaves. You just gonna leave it up there. I'll catch up. Ain't it all right? Y'all cut the light on. Did y'all learn anything? So I try to tell y'all, a lot of stuff, people ain't ready for it. They just think they are. People don't understand no plan of salvation. Don't even make sense. That's what the man said. Everyone got the Ruach. That's how they is. He said do what they want to do. They go where they want to go. That's why Yahuwah was leading them through the different places when our Abba and them came out. He the Ruach. He go where he want to go. They tried to stop him from coming through. That's why he could keep going. He said, so is everybody got the Ruach. Why would that man make me equivalent to the wind? What was that supposed to do if the white man had taught me I was equivalent to the wind? Who can stop the wind? When a tornado come in, they tell you they're going to move it and change it. They ain't going to let it through. They tell you to get out the way. They tell you to button your house up. They tell you you need to get out of town. They let you know what disaster finna come. That's how the people seen us when we came through. The wind coming. Where they going? Wherever they choose and wherever they want. So it's everybody that got the Ruach. Why you think it's important for you not to get it? Why y'all think they don't want you to get it? Why do you think these people set up churches and mosques to try to keep you from getting the Ruach? Do you know how dangerous you people would become if all of you had the Ruach? Then you can go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do. That's self-governing. That's called self-governing. I don't know what I'm going to do with these people. I don't know what I'm going to do. The wind called, you had to become reactionary after the actions of the wind. And after the actions of the water, the Ma'im. We got to start taking action. We got to start taking action. Y'all hear me? I'm tired. I know all y'all get. Don't worry about it. Don't go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Don't worry about it. It's just honest. I just ain't never seen it before like that. I don't know. I done served in games, boy, where more people got more thrive and to do something. I don't know. It's just tight. But get that where you hear that. Appreciate the good brother coming back out with us again. Give him a hand clap. He's going to come back out with us again. I know I was teaching a little long, but we're putting out a lot of information. Appreciate it. Trying to put out a lot of information, man. Our people They don't realize how important information is. And there's so much out here, and I try to teach them, you know, you can't engage in everybody's information, because some people, they dangerous. People don't realize, if some people got so much information, shoot, that make you get your drawers up and your pants still be on. I'm telling you now, you got people out here, they swift. A lot of folks don't realize these people swift out here. They'll take that book, they'll use so many books and so many parables and sayings on you before you know it. You don't know if you're going or coming. A lot of people don't lost their mind seeking out the information. So I stay grounded. What I tell you, you can correlate with. You can find. I ain't just putting out nothing, just throwing something out my mouth. I show you how the thing works. That's just bottom line. I can show you how it works. My goal to make it in, my goal for the members to make it in. Though that's of an honest intent, got to make it in. Y'all hear me? I'm looking to do just like, guess what? That's what happened when Adam got up. Adam made it in. I know he had to teach him before he put him in there. He had to teach him. That's how he was born again. He was taught. That's how he entered into the Malkuth. Listen, the garden, they call it the garden by Abari. Adam was made outside of it. And yet he had to enter in. And the only way he could get in, he had to be born of the water, the Ma'in, and of the Ruach. But see, you'll miss stuff like that. That's why Yahushua had a problem. He was talking with Nicodemus. Because he was looking at, if you're a ruler, you're supposed to know this. You should already know this if you're ruling over them. Don't worry about it. He said, when he got a problem with, you're a ruler, you don't know this? There you go. I wouldn't teach you no passive doctrine and tell you about go there and serve and kiss no white or no black man or no Asian man, no Mexican man, nobody else. I teach you to get up and create your own. I want to help you to create your own. You need your own. You need a ruler. You do better as a ruler you do as a servant. That's why a lot of our people don't do well, and we wind up getting incarcerated. We wind up getting on drug because the system don't work for us. We need something that cater to us. That all right? I won't have no caterer bring me what they came up with. You will bring me what I told you I want. Is that right? You'll bring me what I pay. You ain't going to bring me what I know what you had asked for, but I brought you this. You shouldn't have because they don't what I want. So everything these people give us in education and medicine and give us in economics and give us in careers and everything they give us, that's not what we want. And it's certainly what we need. He's not familiar enough with the Elohim to know what we want. Y'all hear me? I just being there, just like Yahuwah just told them. He said, if I was hungry, you ain't gonna believe it. I don't know why he always got some food program. I ain't hungry. I remember the only way I know that these niggas here, anything free. Right, I go in the store and folks, you like to have one? If I did, I'd have told you. I'm Elohim. If I was hungry, I would have told you. I'm just being honest. They might think if I was hungry, I'd have told you. The man told me, he said, the rocks in mine and the fullness thereof. So if I want something, I can just get it. See, they don't never want you to see like that. The white man is taking what you were told and you done. That's why he keep going and invade, because he done took your script. And we keep saying, how the white man just go and take them people's stuff? Because he took what your book told you to do. And now you mad with him when you ought to be mad with yourself because you haven't been proactive. Your book told you were supposed to do that. Huh? Listen, we go to a place, it ain't salute us, we say, take it. Kill him and take it. You all are here. He said, anywhere I go, you go and take it. And they don't bid you, they don't let you through, take it. He'll say that's criminal. If it's criminal, then the white man should arrest himself. Because his feet should never been here or his flag on this soil. He should never been the virgin out of other Bahamas. He shouldn't be nowhere. If it's criminal, he should be the first person should go to jail. They don't want to talk about that though. That's over their head. So he'll criminalize you and he'll put this stuff and frame your mind. Give you white probation officer, white parole officer, white lawyer, white judge, white bailer, white everything. What you think that's about? He gonna white it out for you. That's what you do. You white it out so it look like it's non-existent. Y'all all right? I come back to reestablish and reaffirm. I try to affirm now people show that we had a history before we ever met them. I wouldn't celebrate Black History Month. It'd insult my intelligence. I couldn't get it all in. It'd be like Yahushua. The book said, it meant other thing Yahushua did that not written in that book. It said if they were written, the rocks itself couldn't contain it. Now, if you can't contain a rock with just what all that he did, I know you couldn't tell everything I did in no 1 month. You only going to tell me about stuff that happened during white periods. That's how you don't give me white periods. And it's going to be stuff that people did that didn't affect white people. It's going to be people that created stuff that white people make money from. I wouldn't even celebrate it. I couldn't get involved. I'm going to want to watch the one that killed white people and got away. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to talk. I know you don't want to talk about that. Y'all all right? They think that bad. They think that bad. White people celebrate all the time, or white people killing white folk all the time they have. All the time they celebrate it. Ain't nothing wrong with it if it's for a good cause. A black man, black woman killing white folks so he can get away from slavery, they ain't a good cause. Why you got to look at it and demonize the folk and say the folk going to hell? Why the white folk they killed couldn't go to hell? That's how many times they programmed us like that though? Anytime somebody do something to white folk, they the one going to hell, they the one wrong. And then they'll dramatize all the news, all the publication, everything come out. Somebody black died, well, you know, accident happened. That ain't happened. We know we're supposed to do like Jesus said, forgive and forget. Why don't white folk ever do like Jesus doing forgive and forget? Because they know it ain't no Jesus. They created Jesus. They fictionalized Jesus. How that man gonna teach me that I can do what I do like the wind? I'm like the wind, I go where I want, do what I want. And you gonna tell me he was trying to teach me I'm supposed to be a slave. You don't teach no wind to be no slave to nobody. That don't make sense to teach me about being no slave. Now you just told me I was like the wind. I go where I choose and where I want. Say everybody got the Ruach do the same thing. That's all right. I ain't gonna keep trying to push it on y'all. Don't worry about it. You just be good nigga. You be good nigga, Toby. You love that cracker and do what that cracker tell you to do now. And you be real obedient and that cracker still kill you. He's still gonna mistreat you, disrespect you. He gonna disrespect your women and your kids because you never gonna take a stand to make somebody respect you. People, listen, people don't feel sorry for people that don't get respect. They need people that don't get, they need people to be fearful. I need you to stand up and be somebody for you, for your family. I need all your role models to be in your home. Huh? Your TV don't never cut on. They don't have to see one on TV, see one at home. I don't need your kid looking at little Brick James. No Stephon Curry. No, I don't need your kid looking at nobody, no football player, no baseball player. I need your kid to look. If you're looking at for entertainment that's different, don't look for them for no role model. All our models at home. All our resemblance supposed to be at home. That's what he said, models up. He said resemblance and models in your home. Huh? A role model is something you can follow. Look at the people they give you for role model. Homosexual, weirdo, drug addicts. They ain't gonna put me up for no role model. They don't want no white kid to grow up there. Go home, white kid, go to their mom and dad. They say, Billy, come out. What, cracker? I'm sick of you on my back. A white kid walking out like they loser. Sick of the man. Nigga can't do nothing. White kid walk around and tell their mom and dad that. Huh? They don't want me. They don't want that, do they? Man, white folk burn the house to the ground. Them crackers come get me with lanterns and